All right, we are joined now by the winners of Game 2, Virginia Tech. To my left is head coach John Sheff, as well as student-athletes Nick Biddison, Gavin Cross, and Christian Worley. Coach, congratulations tonight. Can you make an opening statement for us?
Yeah. I think just a really well fought game. I mean, not a lot that happened tonight surprised me. I mean, typically we wouldn't use that many guys to pitch, and typically we're going to pitch a little bit better than that as far as each guy. But we hadn't played in 6 days or 7 days, I guess, 6 or 7 days. So I think it took us a little while to kind of get back in a little bit of a groove. I think that's the one negative thing about playing in a tournament like this is the amount of days you have off. But whatever. Obviously, offensively, we were very good. I mean, to have 2 guys in a game with 5 hits, Biddison was on base 6 times, Cross drives in 5 runs. I mean, we had some really big contributions. Carson Jones, very good in that game, driving in 2 runs with 2 doubles, and DeMartini was big at the end there. So it's kind of the way we've been playing, like getting a lot of contributions from a lot of guys, and just kind of another day doing it. So.
John, congratulations. Not only did you have the home runs and the doubles today, but back in the 5th inning when it was still a close game, you had Donlin and DeMartini bringing runs with bunts. What was kind of the thought process there? And has this been a team that's been able to all year kind of play small ball as well as hit the long ball?
We really haven't played a ton of small ball at all, but I think the safety squeeze is a weapon that we have. We can use if we need to, and both Donlin and DeMartini are good at it, even though we don't do it very often. And that's kind of it just was the right matchup at the time. And I think, you can maybe argue DeMartini, maybe not right there, but that was an opportunity for us to have a 3-run inning. And I thought, boy, if we have a chance to have that, and then turn the lineup over with Biddison and Cross coming after that, we try to do it, and it just worked out. The bunt he put down was tremendous. He got a base hit out of it, I think, so it was really good.
Hey, Aaron McFarling with the Roanoke Times. John, I know you told Mark earlier this season that Gavin has a tendency to perform in clutch situations. Any idea what goes into that? I mean, is it a temperament? Is it, I know he's good, but like beyond that, sort of his ability to come up big and on nights like this that matter so much?
I don't think the moment is ever too big for him. I think he's just, number one, he's good enough. Number 2, he's played in big situations, so I don't think he's going to run into a situation where the moment's too big. And I think you'll see him play this game for a long time in a lot bigger ballparks than this one, in front of a lot more people.
Gavin, did you have any family here tonight?
Yeah, I did.
Was it special, to play in front of your family on this stage?
Yeah, my family's the reason I play and kind of what brought me here. So anytime they can come, it's great. And they come to as many games as they can. They're at a majority of them. And, talking to them after the game, it's fun, and it's why I play. So.
Nick, just having that guy batting right behind you, and I guess a 432-foot homer helps settle things in right off the bat. But, just what that 1-2 punch you guys have right there at the top of that lineup, what's that meant to this offense, I guess?
I think we have a really good offense top to bottom, not just the 2 of us at the top, but I think having Gav and, other guys behind me, it just enables me to simplify my at-bats and just try to get on base. Not trying to do too much. It's just really be simple and let those guys drive me in.
For Nick or Gavin, as hitters, what was helping you guys swing the bats well as a team today, and what was kind of was it good to see that happen coming off the shutout loss to UNC?
Yeah, I think the rest throughout the week, we had some good practices and just sticking with our approach. And baseball is baseball. We had one bad game in Charlotte, but the offense has been doing it all year, and just sticking to the plan that the coaches gave us and going out there and playing hard, and realizing that if we don't play well, then our season's over. So we're trying to win and move on and just keep doing that.
Nick, when it's middle of the fifth there, it's all of a sudden they tied up. It's 5-5. What was kind of everyone's mindset? Was everyone kind of concerned, like, what's going on here? Or because obviously then you turned right around and scored 5 runs in the bottom of the inning and took the lead back.
I mean, no deficit is too big for us, really. Just keep playing our game. We don't really pay attention to the score. We just try to treat each inning like its own and go pitch by pitch. That's really it.
Sorry for the micro question here, but Gavin, where did you get your leg kick and your kind of the slide? I mean, it looks a little Bryce Harper-y. I don't know if you modeled it after anybody or.
Yeah, my freshman year when I came in here, Coach Elbin and Hanson and me it was just something that we thought could make my swing more consistent and be able to hit breaking balls better and slug. So it was not. I mean, it was planned. We tried to do it, and it took me 6 or 7 months to really figure it out. And after the COVID year, started feeling really comfortable, and it's kind of stuck and natural now, and it feels good.
And Christian, I guess people would look at this final score and probably say, well, this was an easy night for Virginia Tech. But, I mean, you were pretty pumped up there in some of those moments. How exciting was being involved in those big outs?
I mean, it was – I know the bases were loaded when I came in the 5th or 6th, and, I just tried to slow the game down and just let my stuff do its thing.
Chef, Christian had 13 1/3 scoreless innings after his performance tonight. I mean, how big, has his emergence been out of the bullpen, especially, it's the early season struggles?
No, he's been tremendous. I mean, tonight, Clemson, UVA, and I'm probably forgetting one in there, but it's not like he's been pitching against poor teams. He's been pitching against good teams in tight situations, none bigger than tonight in the NCAA tournament, and he's been effective. And again, I feel like I've been talking for the last month about emerging players. He is. I don't know that he's emerging anymore. I think he was emerging. He's here. Him, Gieber, Carson Jones, those kind of people are what I think drives the team into and deep into the postseason. And you need contributions from a lot of people like that.
And then Christian, how were you able to put those kind of early season struggles behind you to where now you're throwing big innings out of the bullpen?
I mean, like you said, I struggled at the beginning of the year, and I knew I had to flip the switch. So I think JMU, I came in and closed the game earlier in the year, and after that, I just summed the switch.
Nick, going back to the 7th inning when you guys were only up by 2, you got on first, and then you kind of manufactured that big insurance run at the time. Obviously the 4-run outburst kind of made life a little simpler for you guys in the 8th, but you had those 2 stolen bases that really set it up. 21 steals on the season. What's enabled your success on the base paths, and what were you kind of seeing from the Wright State pitchers that enabled you to kind of take advantage of them on the base paths?
Well, I'm fortunate enough to where Albin kind of gives me the green light. And with talking about the guys hitting behind me, sometimes you kind of have to play a little conservative. And so I try to just run in off-speed counts, running, counts that I feel are more likely to end up in my favor. And so I just, I kind of just was confident in the situation and just took off. And then when I was on second, just sometimes their pitchers fall into patterns, and we had picked up on it, and I was just, once again, just confident that I could make it there. So I figured, getting an extra 90 feet is always pretty beneficial.
All right, time for 2 more. Go to Joe and then Brooke.
Joe Healy, Baseball America. Coach Chef, what can you say about the atmosphere tonight? A big game like this, NCAA tournament, hosting at home, the crowd that was here for you guys tonight, it has to kind of be a little bit of a celebration and a crowning achievement for what these guys have done.
The atmosphere was great. I don't know that we're ready to celebrate quite anything yet, to be quite honest with you. I don't think these guys are. I would say, though, that a night like tonight with the crowd and hosting an NCAA tournament game here, there's a lot of work that goes into getting to this stage. amongst coaches and players and administrators, and just to have the support of all these people here. And that's a long game. That's a 4-hour-plus game, and they hung in there with us. And, I mean, obviously, we're really appreciative of that. And I just need them to come back. I mean, I think our guys enjoy playing in front of that crowd. And if you like watching college baseball, that's a good game to watch. There's a lot of offense in that game, ups and downs, and, pitchers having to come in and kind of dig deep for things. But, I mean, to come to a ball game in a venue like that in front of thousands and thousands of people, I think hopefully Blacksburg is getting to be more and more of a baseball place. It's already a football place. It's a sports place in general, but hopefully our guys are kind of starting to turn it into a baseball place too.
This is for any of you or all of you. Were y'all able to watch the early game, and what do you expect to see from Columbia tomorrow?
Yeah, you watch it because it's in the same tournament you're playing. I mean, they're good. Everybody in this tournament's good. Once it starts, the seeds are out the window, the stats, the records, all that. It doesn't mean anything. They were very good. I mean, they won that game going away 8-2. I mean, we kind of looking at their numbers, you already knew they could hit, but to hold Gonzaga to 2 runs, it's a pretty complete game that they went out and played, and we'll have our hands full tomorrow, but so will they.